I've been talking about selling some awesome comics, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a preview here. This is a preview, so don't be jumping my bones going, but right now, but right now. Okay. Um, Out of respect to other people who aren't going to be up at 2 in the morning, and I'm not a complete dumbass. I'm not going to go, yo, yeah, Cyril, start that weird, sir. It's $20, You know, um, this is me doing a preview. People will come on, they'll see this. They'll also be like, freaking want, wanting to see this and all. I'm going to do a live show this Thursday to unload um, most of my better books. There are some people out there who are like, I've got the $10,000 mask cover, or they got like, you know, I've got like a 9.0 EC horror books, whatever. I don't care. Okay. I don't care if you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. I'm putting up some nice books on Thursday, and you know, there'll be something for everybody. And this isn't going to be the only books. I'll have some more affordable books in the mix. Um, I can. What's up there, Tower? Good to see you. I can only imagine there's going to be a lot of people who are going to want, this book. I don't have a whole lot of EC books because people are like, well, you sold your other EC stuff. Yeah, I did over time. Uh, Comic market has been brutal. I probably have. It's been tough, especially because the backpack dealers, the wannabe dealers, the fly by night ones that are ruining the business, have just made it hard for guys who are doing this full time. But I've stayed strong, and I'm still going. I've been doing live shows since 2016, and I've been in this business my entire life. And we're going to do a show this Thursday on YouTube Live. I know I'm not doing woke not. I'm not going to be freaking. I'm not going to pay whatnot for the privilege to sell this book. Like, hello there, whatnot. I'll gladly pay you a premium to sell this book. No, I'm not going to do that. So, I've got a Journey into Mystery number 25, Atlas Comics 1955. That's one that's going to go up this this Thursday. Do I want to sell this book? No. So why is Pete selling all these books? I'll tell you why. Pete has a daughter who's turning 18, and she lives over 1,300 miles away from me. Mhm. And anyways, she's graduating and turning 18 the same week. She's graduating high school and turning 18 the same week. And I'm going to go visit her. And, you know, that's coming up in the very near future. So I'm going to sacrifice and sell a lot of my better books. I know there's some, dickhead out there that's like, I've got a 9.0 of this, and my father gave me everything I have, like, that's great. I'm glad you got a silver spoon in your mouth. Okay. A lot of people would like to have a 4.0 of this Journey into Mystery number 25. Hard to find book. Um, Love this book. It's probably one of my favorite UFO covers and you're going to see a lot of UFO stuff here, okay? Because that's what I collect. I collect UFO themed stuff. I'm keeping my smaller UFO books like, hey, I'll give you an example. There's a bullshit book. It's not bullshit. It's valuable. This is about a $40 book in its condition. It's a really nice grade one. I just, you know, with the market the way it is, I don't think anybody's going to pay close to the value on that. So, I'm like I said, I can at least rebuild with the smaller book because I'm going to rebuild my collection. I'm looking at this to make myself better, actually. For one, to do the right thing and be there for my daughter at her graduation. I'm not going to miss my daughter's high school graduation. I'm not going to. I'm not going to miss her 18th birthday. There's a couple things you don't do in this world. You don't miss your daughter's 18th birthday. You don't miss her high school graduation. I may not be father of the year, but I can tell you that much. I'm not going to miss her graduation, and I'm not going to miss her 18th birthday. Yeah. Anyways, with all that said, awesome books here. That one. I don't have many graded books. People go, I love slabs. That's great. Slabs have ruined the business. You know what? There is a new grading company that's going to be coming out soon, and I've been talking to their owner, about promoting his business, and I do believe he could probably maybe bring back some respectability to the grading business. Personally, I crack a lot of my collection. I crack a lot of my books because I prefer to not have them encapsulated. That's just me. If you're going to try to sell on eBay or some bullshit, great. But that's a Tale So Astonished too. Love this Martian cover here. Love that one where he's having to capture, his job's to capture a Martian. I like where the Martian's wearing a cape, how they fantasized that something that sophisticated would be wearing a damn cape, like Superman or Batman or something. Or Dracula. Dun, dun, dun. I like the retractable roof on his UFO. His flying saucer. And that is a Steve Ditko cover. People know Steve Ditko. But yeah, pretty badass here. You also have in here, let me see. There's Matt Baker he did art in this book. Anybody knows Matt Baker? He was a black artist. He's like the Jackie Robinson of comic book art. He was the first major major black comic book artist, Matt Baker. So you had a lot of big names in here. Don Heck, Joe Sinnott, John Buscema, Vince Coletta, Steve Ditko cover. Yeah, that's a who's who of artists. Starting with Matt Baker. Like I said, he's the Jackie Robinson of black comic book artist. He definitely was a barrier breaker. And he died early. He died young. So there's not a lot of his comic art out there. This is definitely a Ditko cover, though. What's up there, Dinger? Good to see you, bro. And here's another graded book. This is a preview I'm doing. But good to see you guys. Dinger and Tao are both have been long time friends of mine. If I called them a customer, I think that would be an insult. An insult would be to say, hell yeah, they're my customers. Harry Anderson cover, Pete Tomlinson, John Forte, Sid Green, and Tom Cook art. 1954, and that's pre-code Atlas. And this one just sold at Heritage Auctions. This particular issue just sold at Heritage Auctions. Marvel Tales number 128. Yeah, this book just sold at Heritage Auctions. And again, just love this one. I love how it's so anatomically incorrect. Look how huge that arm is. Whatever is inside this ship, how the fuck is how the fuck is Emily gonna fit in here with this big giant green thing that's probably consuming the whole ship? It's like a tortoise in a shell. I mean, and God, if he's gonna bring her in there to fucking alien rape her, god damn, I feel sorry for her. I mean, imagine how big his dong is if his arm's that big. But yeah, anyways, I am not fucking G or PG or PG-13 rated. I'm definitely rated X when I'm running my mouth on here. But I'm not running a kids show. And my videos all say not made for kids. It's definitely not made for kids. So, anyways, pretty cool. Love this classic alien abduction cover. CGC 4.0. The only graded ones I'm offering. I have other graded books here. I'm not showing them tonight. Everything in proportions. Yeah, I know, right? I feel sorry for that girl, man. She will get wore out by that alien in that ship. He He's going to give her some fucking John Holmes treatment, man. That's definitely going to be some fucking John Holmes treatment. I mean, you got little Emily there. You got cute little Emily there in her little Sunday dress looking outfit. And there's this big green monster. He's about to give that shit fucking long dick style. Like I can see me in the reflection of the slab. I like my books raw, so that's how you see them. Just like my sex, I like to raw dog it. Same thing. I like raw. Love this cover. The reports coming in from around the country concerning these weird disc-shaped aircraft are preposterous. The Air Force flatly denies the existence of the flying saucer. Utter nonsense. Poppycock. Poppycock? That's what fucking Emily said to the big giant green alien UFO. Poppycock. That's a Feldstein cover. This one's complete, fully intact. At one point in time, it was popular back in the day for someone to put archival tape. I didn't do it, but somebody removed it at some point. The staples are really tight to the book. They really didn't need to do that. Back in the day, you'll find a lot of these older books have like this brown tape on there on the spine. They did that whether a book was a 9.9 or a 10 or a 1.0, but they would put it on there to stop rusting or to stop, you can see the staples like immaculate. But so whoever did it, knew what they were doing. It was somebody who was skilled, getting that off of there. But I mean, the other than that, I mean, that book is absolutely beautiful. It's actually one of the better raw examples I've seen. That's actually one of the better raw examples. It still would probably grade out. It'd probably still grade out like a 5. I think it would grade out a 5.5. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty nice. Like I said, it's been, whoever did that was an expert who removed the binding tape. Because the spine's actually really nice, and the staples are really, really tight to it. Nope, not even thin plastic baggie or paperboard. Nope. No, I'm not selling all my books. If I was selling all my books, we would be here for a long time. We'd be here for a fucking long time. I mean, I've got a lot of books. Woo! I got a lot of books and stuff, I mean, that's just the beginning. I got boxes of books. Just, I'm not, I don't think it makes sense to put up I have probably a couple hundred Archie UFO, or different Archie comics, Archie themed UFO covers, and ranging from 10, 12 cent, 25 cent, all the way to current modern day that have the Archie series of comics have the most UFO covers, hands down. No other line of comics has more flying saucer UFO Martian covers than Archie. Not even fucking close. None of them. Not even the pre-code horror. None of that shit could touch the Archie series. It's like not even DC's like stuff like Amazing Stories or any of this other shit, like not even the House of Mystery or any of the other stuff. Just it's Archie, for whatever reason, they love the UFO. So you're looking at this next book here. You know who this is. That is Dr. fucking Strange. Look at that. It's got an S on it. Homeboy has an S on his belt buckle. He's got the same fucking outfit. He's just not missing a mustache. This is a younger Dr. Strange. It's definitely the same color patterns. Very, very much Dr. Strange. Coming out of a UFO. Except this was like a decade earlier. This is like 1950. This is called Fantastic Tales #1. But it's like 1950, and it's in really nice shape too. It's a gorgeous copy. Look how sharp it is on the edges. And it's not an easy to find book. But that's definitely Doctor Strange on there. That's a prototype Doctor Strange. Not just prototype. I mean, it clearly, they used that character. They may not have called him Doctor Strange here, but he sure has an S in his belt buckle. And he certainly as hell... It's a decade before his first appearance. I think it's like 1951 this one is. But it's a decade before his first appearance. And, yeah. IW Publishing, 10 cent, 1951, pre-code. And it's in really nice shape. Like this one here is probably... I wouldn't be surprised if it got a 7.5 grade. It's gorgeous. Yeah, that's a pretty one there. You know, guys, I'm not kidding you. I'm not bringing junk here. This is good stuff here I'm bringing. And a lot of this, there's quite a bit of it that's high grade. I mean, there's a Plastic Man in the back. And that one's Fiction House magazines. Wings Comics, number 112. Very iconic UFO cover. Anybody who's into sci-fi knows this cover. And they know this cover well. The Flight of the Silver Saucers. Captain Wings and the Flight of the Silver Saucers. This one's fucking spinner rack fresh. Yeah, that one's gorgeous. But yeah, so I'm selling. I mean, I have to do what I have to do. I mean, you know, I don't come from wealthy parents or have a silver spoon in my mouth or have, I'm not no damn drug dealer or which there's a bunch of them in the collectibles business. I'm not, but I'm not no wealthy dude, and I got to do what I got to do. This is crazy, man. Can you imagine being this motherfucker here? He looks pissed, and I'd be pissed too. He looks not very happy. Imagine flies and mosquitoes and getting this son of a bitch's snout. Imagine that, all the gnats and shit to get in that motherfucker's snout. That's not gonna be good, guys. That's no bueno, okay? That just absolutely sucks big fucking honking dick. That's no bueno. I mean, all of those flies and shit and mosquitoes, gnats, June bugs just flying right into that snout. Not fun. Not fun at all. I don't think I'd like that too much. So I don't blame Homeboy for being pissed off, man. And he got, Plastic Man just fucking their shit up here. Like their little spaceship. Made a nice little landing here, except for Mr. Plastic Man is whipping them down. Don't hold me to this. I got a quick recall. I think this is the last issue. This is number 64. It's got some chipping right there. The spine's completely intact. Like the staples and all. The book, the cover is completely intact. It's one of my favorite UFO covers, and this is a hard one to get. Very low print run. 10 center right here. 10 cent greatness there. Here's another tough one. Alarming Tales 106. Love this one here. Got a dirty old man. That looks like Commissioner Gordon, doesn't it? That's Commissioner fucking Gordon. Let the crowd here. So he's being beamed down. And Ambassador from Outer Space. The Ambassador from Outer Space. That's how they talked back then. The guy on TV. The Ambassador from Outer Space. That's who that is. That looks like Commissioner fucking Gordon gone fucking rogue from a UFO. You can see being shot down from the UFO, and there's other ones, and there's the nation's capital. This is a tough one. Yeah, you know, it's not the rarest of the books, but man, the condition of this one needs to be graded. One of my higher grade golden age pre-code books. The rippling you see is on the bag and not the book. The book is absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like, I hate doing this. I don't like opening these up, but I'll do this fucking because I know all these twits will be like, yeah, she's beeping in the bag, and like pretending as if they don't know the bag's ripple. There you go. Look how fucking clean that is. Hey, we need a crease right there. I sure hope there is. It's a fucking goddamn, 70-something-year-old book. I hope it is. It's got a one little tiny crease. Otherwise, I would suspect it was a fucking repop. It's a little clink on the spine. I sure fucking hope so. God damn it. The book's over 70 fucking years old. Fuck the UFOs. I'll fucking be wrestling her. That's a gorgeous book. Probably like a damn 7.0 copy or so. 7.5. That's fucking beautiful. What's the date on that one? $1950. Yeah, 1950. And that's a beautiful damn book. Yeah, that's, this is some of the stuff. I mean, you're going, I don't like the book right there. Well, if you see one book that you don't like that I'm showing here, and then you're like, I'm taking my ball and going home, then go home. You don't have Spider-Man. Nope. Fuck Spider-Man. I actually like I like old Spider-Man. I like Peter Parker Spider-Man from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. 60s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s. After that, no, I don't. It's like they ruined Spider-Man. Especially the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. They fucking totally ruined him. Anybody that thinks Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's tough needs to go freaking get checked out. My dead grandmother's 6 feet under could beat his ass. Look at this. Here's another one. This ridiculously high grade. And this is another pre-code one that's just absolutely fucking tough. And you hear stories about, our U.S. Air Force pilots having near collisions. Even today, they talk about the Tic Tac UFOs. They talk about near collisions. And they had it happening back in the late, during World War II, the late 40s, early 50s, and 60s. They had close calls where pilots claimed that they had, they claimed extraterrestrial aircraft that, could defy the laws of physics that were nearly crashing into them. Stan Campbell cover. This is absolutely a gorgeous book here. Now that one here is super high grade. That's probably like an 8.85 copy. Look how clean the fucking pages are. $1952, $53, 1953. Jesus. That's a gorgeous book. 1953. Oh, sure they did. Project Blue Book. And that's why. Alan Hynek, the the head researcher for Project Blue Book. That's why he walked off Project Blue Book. He said, he couldn't. He wasn't gonna come up with the bullshit stories anymore. He couldn't live with himself doing that, and he walked away. He said, "Dude, I'm done, and I'm not gonna continue promoting this shit show." And you had too many credible people coming forward. This is another badass cover here. Look at dude getting butt stroked through the fucking windshield. I've got to get away and warn the radio. He was about the radio station. Radio! And boom. He is getting that shit in the mount. I mean, he is getting balls deep in the mount. Balls deep in the mount. Right there. You get in. They're coming down, man. It's like Planet of the fucking Apes here. These guys are fucking coming in balls deep. I mean, there's people getting fucking gang raped and everything. Here you go, right here, dudes. Oh, he just that one dude in the suits knocking dude's dick straight. They have to have the good girl in red here. They had to have her there, right? The good girl on the cover. There's a good girl. What will these aliens do with her? They'll have babies with her and create half-breed aliens. The Metal Monsters. I love these fucking covers. Planet of Death. I'm going to buy all these books back. I'm doing this. Selling these books to finance my 1,300-mile trip to see my daughter for her 18th birthday and graduation, her high school graduation. And I got that coming up soon. Journey into the Unknown Worlds, number 38. Pretty badass cover. You got the little Saturn logo and Journey into Unknown Worlds and 10 Center. That's an ultimate, UFO, alien invasion, sci-fi cover. I mean, I hope people, are good to me when I'm putting this stuff up. I mean, this isn't easy to come by books. Like this one here is really nice condition. A lot of the sci-fi books were heavily read. A lot of the rippling you're seeing, the rippling you're seeing is on the bag, not the book. The book's really nice looking, actually. And I'll end up replacing bags on a bunch of these because, I want them to look good at Showtime. But for right now, I didn't have time to go and freaking replace every God blessed bag. I'll do that later on here. Most comic guys are going to understand that. Look at that Satan face. So you got this UFO looking ship, and Blackhawk is getting fucked up the ass. He's getting, look at the little ray coming in. You got a laser coming right here, going to shoot him in the butt. So yeah, he's like, ah, the flying flat top. The terror raids at the flying flat top. It'd be horrifying. I had a big, gigantic Satan-faced fucking UFO ship coming after me and shooting me in the butt. Nice early Blackhawk 10 Center. That's issue number 81 from the Golden Age. Pre-code. God, just getting it through the hat. You're getting it through the skull and in the ass. I'd be upset too. Oh, I'm traveling to Missouri. Yep, traveling to Missouri. Airboy Comics, a Hillman publication. And there's a lot of people who collect Airboy comics. June 1951. 10-cent June 1951. Another nice looking cover here. Love this one. That would fucking just suck so much. Fucking, the goddamn Airboy is not doing good right now, guys. That freaking UFO is turning to a buzzsaw. It's cutting through these fucking aircraft. It looks like a P-38 Lightning there. There's more of them coming. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be going against something that could just bust through my... right through there. That'll get your imagination going. Airboy Comics. A pretty badass book there. 52-page magazine. Complete, fully intact. Sugar-free, fat-free, gluten-free, alcohol-free. But the show the fuck won't be free. So I'm doing a preview, guys. And there's one that's really tough to find. This is basically like Australian Captain Marvel. Yeah, like Captain Marvel Jr., I guess. Young Marvel Man. L. Miller and Son, Ltd., London. No, it's going to be London. It says London there. So I think this is, I thought it was Australian. Maybe it's British. I don't know. I have to look again. For some reason, I think who I got this from was in Australia. But it's really high grade. Usually when you see foreign comics, they're in bad shape. I mean, people really, really didn't get the idea of preserving things. Oh, there is that's like a piece of newspaper. Let's just beat the crap out of it. So no, this is beautiful though. 6D. Oh, it said, no, there you go. Price in Australia and New Zealand, 8D. So I guess it's okay. So this was a British and Australian and New Zealand. It was distributed in London. Like it was distributed in the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. 6D for England, and fuck the all-season New Zealand guys. We're going to make them 8D. You know, dicks. I know, poor Canadians. It's like you'll see like on comics and magazines, you know, $3.99 in the U.S., $6.50 in Canada. Screw you. It's going to be more money. He's strapped to a UFO. What will young Marvel Man do? Nice one there. Nice golden age. Very rare book there. And I'm going through some faucets here. This one here, I'm going to take out the bag and show you. This is one of my favorites. A lot of these it's hard for me to sell. Not that it's hard to sell, but it bothers me to sell them. I mean, I've worked really hard. Susan will tell you, I worked really hard to get a lot of these.
Yeah, you worked your ass off.
Look at that, guys. Oh, look, it's a freaking, there's a little bit of a stress there. I sure hope so. The motherfucker's like probably goddamn 75 years old. I sure hope the motherfucker's got some kind of wear. It's a black cover. One thing I'll tell you about that is there's no color break. That will definitely be a candidate for pressing. Because I know one of you amateurs are going to do, like, I'm going to get it slabbed. Like, you know what I hope to see one day when all the books are freed from their freaking plastic cases? I mean, it's going to get to the point that no one reads comics and they're all just slabbed. And everybody's running around with these books. They're like, I got a book. I'm like, have you read it? No, I haven't read it. Do you know how to read? No, I don't know how to read. But I bet you know what season I just thought of? I bet you there's somebody out here there who collects comics and are illiterate.
Oh God, yeah.
That are actually illiterate.
Picture books.
I'm not kidding you. I bet you. Has anybody on here? I'm going to ask somebody. Has anybody met somebody who was illiterate and collected comics? Like really illiterate. I'm talking about truly illiterate. Like I ain't talking about like most Gen Z's and millennials reading aptitude is probably a 40 IQ score. 95 to 105 being average intelligence. I think that most of millennials and Gen Zs are about like a 40 or 50 IQ score.
Jake would do it.
If my pit bull was a human being, he would do it. He would collect comics even though he was literate.
I like the colors.
That's a beautiful comic, guys. The colors pop. That is a gorgeous UFO book. And you got people going, Pete's negative. I'm talking bullshit. I like to talk shit, okay? That's what I do. Okay? And this is a tough water here, guys. I'm not going to be the guy with coloring books and telling you it's okay to skip school and, block traffic and, or throw fucking, or throw feces at fucking $40 million paintings in fucking galleries or something. Needs a press is what it needs. Captain Midnight. That's issue. That's 1948. Volume 10, number 60. Tough book to find. That's not an easy one. Like sometimes you may go on eBay and not find and not find this book. Or if you do find the book, someone's asking for a small fortune. They're asking for a small fortune. Back when a kid could have a Red Rider and he probably knew the Bill of Rights, versus now most college graduates couldn't tell you anything about the Bill of Rights. It's true. Am I wrong, Susan?
No.
I guarantee money on that. They do man on the street interviews all the time. They do these man on the street interviews, and it's freaking, it's absolutely like embarrassing. What's crazy is that like I was when I was in college, I was in the international. I stayed in international dorms, and on a couple occasions was in international dorms, and the international students had a higher aptitude on U.S. history and civics than the U.S. students did, and that was 30 years ago. And the international students knew more about government, U.S. government and U.S. government civics and history than the U.S. students. That's not just ha ha ha. They really did. And my degree is in history museum studies, so I know that kind of thing. I'm not gonna take every damn book out of there. You see, I want to replace some of these bags where it's wavy like that. Part of doing this is to kind of get a feel for the camera. That's issue number 114. I love this one. He's in space. And here's the train. The train that traveled through space. I'm just imagining. It looks like a little Lionel train. You can see it went through a portal here, like vroom. It's come through a portal. That great Lionel portal in the sky. Yeah, I got sneeze bombed over here by Susan. She's wanted some attention, guys. Everybody say hello to Susan. She just sneezed. Captain Marvel Jr. number 114. The world's mightiest boy. Hi, Susan.
Hello.
It's 1952. Oh, it is. It is, but that's because in the education system now, they're so goddamn worried about our fucking, what you are, what you're identifying with, and who you want to have sex with. I'm gonna let you know right now. I could give a fuck less what somebody's doing in their own privacy. Okay, they're not focusing on reading, writing, arithmetic. Reading, writing, arithmetic. Hello, Sneezy Sneezerson. You got some comments now.
I know, right?
No, no, it's absolutely though. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you, Tower. Fuck the feelings. I mean, I can give a fuck less. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I care about my money, and people go, "Well, why money?" Money don't mean everything. Let me tell you something. If you ain't got no toilet paper to wipe your ass, I promise you, you will care about your money. Okay? If you ain't got enough money to buy bologna, a loaf of bread, milk, or even a can of pork and beans or a pack of hot dogs, you gonna care about your money. If you're living in an unair conditioned home in Florida, or better yet, you're living in your car, or you're freaking don't have no gas money, you gonna give a fuck. Yes, the red phone rings when the aliens invade. Yes, when these guys invade. And that's my clock for warning. So that came from England, actually. That's a rare one. That was a gift. I'm not selling it. It's really rare, too. This is actually pretty fucking sweet. It works and all. I don't have it. I need to put another battery in it. It's battery operated. But yeah, little antennae. Like, you'll go all over eBay, you will not find that. I promise you. You can search, and search, and you will not find that one. It's heavy too. It's really like thick construction. You get knocked about that motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, yeah, when the commissioner rings, it's gonna be called like Commissioner freaking. Let me see. Hello, Batman. This is Commissioner Gordon. Yeah. But yeah, and my mother gave me that phone as a gift. I'm never gonna get rid of that. My mother gave me that. I would be like my mother's. God rest her soul. We were business partners. That's how Susan and I met. Was at my mother and I's shop. I would absolutely be bastard of the year for something on the phone my mom gave me. But yeah. Anyways, getting back to things. So I got Wiz Comics here. Number 123. Yeah, and you're seeing the theme UFOs. He's going to a ship here. He's blasted through that ship. Nobel Space Prize. Captain Marvel, Golden Arrow. Number 123. Pretty cool book. This one is gorgeous. I know there'll be some asshole that comes on here and be like, I already had one. This one's beautiful. Upgrade. This was a beautiful one. This one's fucking sick. Ridiculous. Oh, hell no, there ain't gonna be no whatnot. I said it earlier, YouTube. If I can help it, the only time, like I would do whatnot for selling. If I'm doing an all coin show, I do whatnot. Okay, and okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, I'm going to do whatnot shows for, stuff like coins and all. When I'm doing coins, I'm going to do whatnot. Ball cards. That Pete Alonso signed rookie, that kind of thing. Jackson Holiday rookie, Bobby Witt yellow gold, that kind of thing. Bobby Witt autograph, Bowman's best rookie, that kind of shit. You know, Bobby Witt photo variation, rookie card Bowman, that kind of shit. I'm gonna put on, you know, stuff like 1933 Goody Gum baseball. That's a real deal. There was a guy named Muddy Rule. God knows. Poor Harold. His nickname was Muddy. But yeah, that stuff's going to go, you know, to whatnot because I just don't have. Yes, 1950 goodness. This is. And now that's a badass book. In fact, I have it written on the back. 1950 volume. Is it 21? Number 1, 2, 3. Maybe it is. Yeah. This here is absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you this. Look at that. Ah, there's a tree stamp. Well, yeah, guys, it's not a New Mutants. A New Mutants 98, 9.9 with gloss acetate added on by Cousin Wallace. You know, fucking, you know, really? It's not added on by Cousin Snot Booger Wallace. Hi, I lost my fucking wife to a fucking little dick artist. Oh, I love it. I got some cool ones. I'll show you some. I've got some. There's one guy, one of the old guys, cards every day. Let me see. I'll bring some out. Fuck, I love cards. I'll smoke me a bowl of fucking cards. That's a Max Scherzer rookie card. There's a 74 Topps Hank Aaron. That's his last Topps card, 76. You know, Tim Raines rookie. Don Mattingly. Those are sharp ones there. And O. Peachy. Darryl Strawberry rookie. 84 Topps traded rookie. Dwight Gooden. You know. OGs. Bows minor league. And this one, the infamous fuckface card. It's got fuckface on the knob of the bat. And then you have the next one here, the correction. We put a square on the bottom of the bag. I got a bunch of different cards. I got old ones here. I just want to show you in a minute here. There's a gorgeous Canseco autograph. Hey, Bash Brothers, look at that Canseco. That one is smoking. That one should have its own zip code. It's such a gorgeous autograph. The Topps 5 stars did wonders. Dale Murphy. I met him in Richmond at the Richmond Braves game, AAA team at the time for the Braves. And there's an older one. 1960 Bob Gibson. And I get them. I mean, Tower will tell you, I get some old cards. I get some. I've got tobacco cards back here. You know, I get them. Here's some right here. Deacon Felipe. I think he pitched in a World Series. He pitched 4 out of 5 games in like one of the early World Series. But that one's a Piedmont back. And then this is Hall of Famer Rube Waddell. And Rube was a nickname Rube, but not a flattering name. Rube was sort of meant like you were ignorant, but one of the best pitchers of his day. He's a Hall of Famer. That's not a cheap one. Even though it's low grade, it's still probably about a $300 card. Even in that shape. Higher grade ones go for well over $1,000. Common player here. Not anybody. Chappelle, not David Chappelle. Yeah. No, I got Bob Gibson. I got other Bob Gibsons too. So, let me see. Lou Brock, Phil Niekro, Mantle, Nolan Ryan, Hoyt Wilhelm, Yastrzemski. I like Yastrzemski. Mike Tyson. That's a rookie card or whatever you want to call it. These are 1951 Topps Ringside Boxing. Jersey Joe Walcott. There you go, nicknames. Fritzy Pruden. Bob Satterfield. Yeah, I get a lot of shit. I get a lot of shit. Thanks. Yeah, I was going to look for one card in here because the dude has a fucking horrible nickname. Here's one. This guy, if you look up, there's a company called Fritz Cards. Fritz Cards. They're out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, I think. But this guy was the founder of the company, Ted the Bull Fritz. And he was All-Pro 1 year. Oh, very cool about combat sports. But yeah, he actually was a stud. His son ended up playing for the Redskins. So their family had, two. He was a Packer, Green Bay Packer, but there were two Fritzes, but he's the Bull. Here's another one. Ready for this? Charlie Choo Choo Justice. How about that? Your last name's Charlie Justice. I was already got a ring to it, and Choo Choo. And his name, Sammy Baugh. He's a Hall of Famer. He was the first big aerial passing quarterback in the NFL. But his nickname was Slingin' Sammy Baugh. I didn't say it on here, but some of his cards do. Slingin' Sammy Baugh. Yeah, right? I love the classic Bob Waterfield. There's another Charlie Justice there. I just love the look of the old cards. There's one of the older guys in NFL history that played in the game. I think he played into his 50s here, George Blanda. He was a big-time pro wrestler, Wahoo McDaniel. I actually opened that myself out of a 67 Topps pack. But yeah, I don't know if I can get to it now. But, and I've got other OGs. I love the mustache on this motherfucker. Respect the stash. There's Len Dawson. I pulled that out of a pack. Pulled that out of a pack too. Ernie Big Cat. His nickname's Big Cat. Ernie Big Cat Ladd. No, did he? I pulled that out of a 68 Topps pack. So I used to open vintage packs. This came out of a pack. I mean, it's like literally perfect just about. Yeah, he actually was a damn good ball player. This dude here. I'm not sure if he's in the Hall of Fame. If he's not, he's fucking borderline. He was actually pretty damn good. My uncle Pete, who I'm named after, actually played against this guy, Ken Willard. Remember the show called Webster back in the fucking 80s TV sitcom? That was the guy who played the father on there to the little adopted kid that was black. There's Super Bowl Joe Namath. This is Joe Theismann's rookie before he came to the NFL, he was playing for the Toronto Argonauts. 71 of Peachy. But yeah, you get the idea, I do vintage sports and modern both. This is one of the ugliest motherfuckers. I just say this because how ugly this motherfucker is. Eddie Edwards. God damn, man. This motherfucker had to love him. I like this card just because, look at this. It's the first card in the set. And he's like, fucking, look at this, dude. This guy's teammate, the guy there for the Raiders, there had to be people clowning this motherfucker on this team going, dude, man, Harris Barton is shutting your mouth, motherfucker. Look at that. He's shutting your mouth. Oh, yeah, Alex Kerr is definitely a Hall of Famer. Oh, I know. He's the big cat. I love this one here. Look at this. He's got a goddamn huge phone to his head. Look at this shit. Saved by the fucking Bell. I pulled this out of a pack a couple years ago, and I hadn't done anything with it. Dennis Eckersley. Look how gorgeous. He's got one of the best autographs. I pulled it out of a 2020 Topps pack. Good grief, that's a beautiful autograph. Silence, it was silent. Randy Arozarena for the Rays, but back his rookie year, he was with the Cardinals. But he puts a smiley face in the Arozarena for the A. That's his rookie there. One of my favorite human beings of all time, Kirk Gibson. I might rank him with General Patton. I don't know. Teddy Roosevelt. I don't know. He's just a bad motherfucker. I just love him. And these are OGs right here, man. Tim Rock Reigns, Ricky Henderson. Dude, Dennis was nasty. This is 1933 Sport Kings. That's Jim Londos. His nickname was Handsome Jim Londos. And that's 33 Sport Kings. But I get old stuff, you know. This is 1933 World War Gum. It's by Gaudi. It's the same Gaudi company. They were aviators the series was called Skybirds. National Chickle was Gaudi, the same company. Captain James N. Hall. And that's a boxing tobacco card. That's like 11. Mecca cigarettes. But I do a lot of them. I have a bunch of them. I was trying to look for this one guy they called Twinkle Toes Selkirk. His name was Twinkle Toes. That's Jack Dempsey's rookie. Unfortunately, it's miscut. Here's what it would look like if it wasn't miscut. I'll show you. It's a damn shame. Still got value to it, but that's a full-size card. Somebody miscut the son of a bitch. But that's Jack Dempsey's rookie card. You know, one of the greatest boxers of all time. It'd be about that size. Yeah. He's available. I'd let that go for $100 as it is. That's his rookie card. It'd probably be $300, $400, $500 more than that if I'm a huge fan of Dempsey. I have other Jack Dempsey stuff. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a huge boxing fan. I've got boxing stuff I'm looking at right here. Yeah, I'd let that go if you're interested. Shall I tell you what? I'll make you a deal. I'll let you have the whole lot there. This, and this. And that's Primo Carn. Is that Primo? Who is that? No. It's George Carpentier. George Carpentier, I think, at that point was the largest pro boxer of all time. And he ended up holding the world belt at one point, I think. Yeah, Georges Carpentier. But yeah. Mike O'Dowd, middleweight. Georges Carpentier is a big motherfucker. He ended up doing pro wrestling. Jack Britton, middleweight champ. Heavyweight champ Dempsey. I'd let you have them all for $100. Someone did somebody was doing numbers on the back. I like that, though. That adds character to it. Somebody was actually doing numbers on the back. You let me know. Not a big deal. They look just as good in my pile. That would be a lot more. It'd be a lot more. I'd let you have a whole stack for $100 there. These here. But yeah, I got diverted because of nicknames like Ted the Bull Fritz or Slinging Sammy Ball or Charlie Choo Choo Justice. I gotta watch out for that severe ADD here. Yeah, but I get Hall of Famers and shit like that, like Lou Brock and all them, and I get Mickey Mantle stuff and everything else too, and yeah, I'll show you something. You want to see something really old, but I won't get back to showing comics here. Here's a 1909 Spalding wrestling book on the sport of wrestling, an instructional by Frank Gotch. For 15 cents, you'd learned all of Frank Gotch's secrets. He was the most popular athlete in America at that point. World champion. Fox's Athletic Library. But I have a lot of unusual stuff. I even have a Clint Eastwood signed Rawhide here. And I will be offering that for sale. You send that to CGC, it will pass their certification verification. Oh, yeah, I've got some amazing Gotch stuff. I have a huge wrestling collection. I've got a big wrestling collection. I mean, I've got a serious, like, wrestling collection, like some pretty rare wrestling stuff. I've got a giant Frank Gotch poster. You know, that's Mount Rushmore while they were still constructing it. That's a type 1 of the construction of Mount Rushmore. That was while they were still working on George Washington, the first head. I'm trying to find a couple of the boxing things I've got up there. I'll throw them in the mix. Fuck everybody. Let me see. I'm gonna put the Star Treks in that mix, but shit. But that's an original Type 1 of 1960, 61 of it's one of the things, but it's Mickey Mantle at spring training. It's full size, but he's at Fort Lauderdale. It says it on the scoreboard out there. Fort Lauderdale is where they were doing spring training in Fort Lauderdale. That is a Type 1 off the original negative. That's the first off the negative. That's an original deal, real deal there. And that's a real Florida, circa 1850s, Tallahassee Railroad $3 banknote. Um, 19th century Florida stuff doesn't exist. Oh, absolutely. Well, that's what I do. I am a catch wrestler. That's what I do. I specialize in catch wrestling. That's what I do. I'm a submission wrestler. I'm going to be competing. I'm going to be competing here in the very near future. Right now, I'm focusing on conditioning. You can see on my YouTube videos. I mean, I do some pretty fucking wild workouts, and I'm going to be doing actually some light drilling and sparring sessions soon that'll be live. What's up, Chris? This is an original 1909 Jack Johnson lithograph poster. That's the first black heavyweight champion of the world. That's a very rare piece. It was a supplement to Boxing magazine. It was a magazine called Boxing. But these were supplements. And most of these didn't survive the scrap drives of World War I and II. They did scrap drives in World War I, World War II, and Korea, the Korean War. And people don't realize it, but even during Vietnam, they were scrapping paper, you know, for the war effort. But that wasn't really publicized. But yeah, this is an original 1909 poster. You can see about the size compared to the comic. But pretty rare piece. You know, it's not perfect as 1909. Somebody wrote on the back of it. I like it. I fucking love it. Somebody had it adhered inside of probably a scrapbook or something. You can see that. Personally, I love it. And I'm pretty sure you can get this slab certified by somebody. I don't know who, but I'm sure PSA or somebody would do it. But yeah, that's a real deal of Jack Johnson there. That's I like stuff like that. This is a real 1909 Honus Wagner tobacco label. People go, what? That's the same image. This is the same image that was used for his 1909 T206 tobacco card. The difference is, okay, so in 1909, he was the Derek Jeter. He was the Ken Griffey Jr. of baseball. He was one of the most popular athletes in the world. And everybody wanted to get his name and face on everything. And these tobacco companies were very quick to do this. And it wasn't just tobacco cards. They were doing baseball player with cigar stuff. This is a cigar band, not a label. It's a band. You know, this is a cigar label. I'm just giving you an example here, okay? That's a cigar label. Okay? That's from my old hometown, Petersburg, Virginia. That's a very rare piece there. That's an original banjo tobacco. But, and there are Honus Wagner cigar labels like that Banjo tobacco. They're very rare. Because so what happened was Honus Wagner's attorney quickly sent out, telegrams, and by mail and telegram and by phone notified all these different tobacco, corporation companies, pull everything you have with Honus's face on here, or we're going to fucking sue the goddamn pants off you and we're going to own your company. And they did quickly, as in, all the companies like Piedmont, Polar Bear, all the different tobacco companies like Sovereign, pulled every product that possibly had Honus Wagner's tobacco card in it. Hence, there's only like around 50 or 60 known of his T206. There's only about 15 known of this one. What? You have this? Yes, I have this. I've had this for a while. I just haven't gotten around to sending this to an auction company. This is rarer than his T206. I just haven't gotten around to it. Is it as valuable as his T206? No. I believe this would probably bring, you're not going to believe me, I think it could bring 25 grand. What? That small thing. There's things that are just smaller than the tip of my pinky that bring more than that, so but yeah, anyways, that's the picture you see. So the T206 Honus Wagner is from this series. The more popular back as the Piedmont. But the same picture that's on Honus Wagner's T206 is the same picture here. Now, you're going, what? Okay, and the picture they used in 1909 on this cigar band and on the T206 tobacco card was not from 1909. It was from a cabinet photo. You can look up cabinet photo, Google it. I ain't got time to really go over it, but it was a different medium of photo. It was a cabinet photo from 1904. So the picture they used on the famous T206 tobacco card was actually from 1904. It was popular. People even today will use photos that are from a few years earlier, or whatever. So that's what this is, though. It's the same image from his T206, and both of them are derived from a 1904 cabinet photo. So this is a cigar band. Most of the original ones were destroyed. Most of them were destroyed. There are a few of there are actually some cigar boxes. They made some cigar boxes, the Honus Wagner cigar boxes. And there are, like I showed you that big Banjo tobacco label a minute ago from Petersburg, Virginia. There's a few of the Honus Wagner cigar labels, some big ones, a big, the advertising label. This is a cigar band. So this, you can imagine, went around the cigar and it wrapped around. This would have went under the white tab. You get that. So it went around the cigar, went around the stogie. Yep, got that. So yeah, I have a lot of this stuff around here that I just haven't gotten around to doing. So I'll show you one more thing. This kind of falls into the auction because I'll make this available. This is a 1946 Grand Rapids Chicks. Member, All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. Grand Rapids Girls Professional Baseball Club. So this was the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. A league of their own with Tom Hanks and Gina Davis and all them. Madonna was in that movie and everybody else. That's what this is. That's an original program from 1946. All home games played at South High Field. How down to earth is that? But that's an original program from the league of their own, baseball, the Women's Baseball League. Professional Baseball League, yeah. That's a very rare piece. So yeah, anyways, getting back to things. I was showing this off. I'm going to put it away here. This is a gorgeous Captain Marvel. Number 116. Flying saucer cover. Surprise, right? What? Pete has flying saucer covers. Yep, surprise. Beautiful one. Look at that. Because you're going to have some twit that goes, I've got one. Okay, do you have one that's nice? Yeah, I've got one that's a 9.9. Well, congratulations, Dick. Not my fault. I make golden ages are 9.8s and higher. I'm like, okay. And my dad bench presses more than your dad. My dog can jump higher than your dog. And my penis is 1 inch larger. Captain Marvel 116. So yeah, gorgeous book there. I just wanted to show it off for a second. I will get back to business here. I don't consider this time wasted because I'm showing off things that potentially I'll sell. And if you've seen something I showed off there, that when I kind of went off the script and was showing baseball or showing boxing, talk to me. I'm not impossible to deal with. I mean, my ex-wife will tell you I'm impossible to deal with, but I'm not impossible to deal with. Here's another Captain Marvel, number 138. Weird Terror, World's Maddest Ghost. Fantastic Science, The Flying Disc Danger. Yes, that's why I have this, The Flying Disc Danger. That's why I got it. Really, I did. It wasn't him fighting this fucking knight over here, although that's a pretty cool cover. The Incredible, Unbelievable Adventure of Captain Marvel. Number 138. And this, let me get this T206 out the way. I love T206 tobacco cards for the record. This, look how beautiful this is. This doesn't look like flying saucers. Well, pay attention. It's got a little bit of pencil right there. That's actually a newsstand scribble. And you could easily get that off. This one's 1948. What I like is, I'm taking it out the bag because it's really not doing it any justice. That can easily be taken off with cleaner. Anybody knows that. But that's newsstand scribble. I would leave it be. That's actually provenance to me. Just like chop marks on old Spanish silver dollars. Provenance. Look, flying saucers. So that's why I have this. Dude's getting tripped up. I'd have fucked his shit up. I wish he fucking would. Number 63. So while comics, superheroes at this point were already starting to fail, and DC was doing the same thing, Flash Comics, they started turning, and so was Sensation Comics. They were going the route of turning it over to funny animals and characters like this guy that I guess was a really shitty Archie. Ozzy, the Teenage Master of Merriment. And this guy's fucking tripping him up. They're doing dishes. And they're trying to impress this fucking bitch here with the pigtails and fucking bowl haircut. And he's about to trip up. And dude says, look, flying saucers. This happened within just about 6 months of Roswell. This is 1948. This is 1948 Wild Comics. Very low print run. Very low print run. Nice looking book. It's a high grade example. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. I don't think the way this is, I don't think it was read. So tight. The binding's so tight to it. I don't think it was read. I really don't. I think that, a lot of the wear is just from where it was being stored over the years. I mean, you're talking, a book from 1948. Shit. Most of us fucking half that age don't fucking look that good. Shit, most people fucking in their 20s don't look this good. Be a really nice book there. No apologies on that one. Just a gorgeous fucking book. And like I said, a spin on flying saucers. You know, look, flying saucers, boom. And that was within just months of Roswell happening. This is Star Trek number 6. You can imagine why I might like Star Trek, because 1, it's badass. And number 2 is badass. And number 3, it's badass. And Captain Kirk and Spock number 1 are fucking badass. This is number 2. Nice mid-grade number 2. Yep. Numero dos, number 2. Okay, you got past Star Treks. Space Adventures, another really cool one. What I like is, look at these little dick spacemen. You know what they remind me of? This looks like Terrence and fucking Phillip. It looks like the fucking Canadian from South Park coming out with little fucking detached heads. Terrence and Phillip. Pretty cool. This one's a tough cover, actually. This one's actually not an easy one to get. It's early Charlton. It's, you know, somewhere probably like 1956, 57. Space Adventures. It's actually 1958. I was close. It's volume 3. Volume 3, number 26, 1958. That way when some asshole asks me during the middle of the auction, I can just tell him. Madison Avenue and 46th Street. It's a miracle on 46th Street. This is Jetsons number 1. Numero uno, see? So I do have some got Star Trek and I got Jetsons, so I got TV books. I know who exactly is going to go for this book. That's Jetsons number 1. That's the first Jetsons. That's numero uno. It's not a 9.9. Go find a 9.9. A 9.9 would cost thousands of dollars. Thousands of shit. A 9.0 would be over 1,000 easily. Well over 1,000. A 9.0 would be several thousand probably. I could imagine. It's actually a key book. This one here's probably several $100s, even like in this grade. This is probably somewhere like in the 4.0 range. But that's Jetsons number 1. And this is the creme de la creme. This is one of my favorites. Love this book. But wait. There's more. Wait a minute. That's the same book. Not necessarily. I want to show you something. They've blacked out. Do you see that? Where part of it's blacked out? So, this is the first print. That's the second printing. So, this cover, when it came out in 1950, I think 1 or 2, was so... Avon put it out. Avon Publications. It was so fucking popular that they ended up coming out with like a couple different printings of it through Avon itself. And then, watch this. That's right. Japan came out with their own printing of it. But wait, there's more. It was a bit, wait, there's more. So, you have the first print. That's 19. See, this is the second printing. What's the date I got written on the back? 1952. That's the second printing. Is that like cheap like a Whitman Star Wars? No, it's expensive actually. This is every bit expensive. Very iconic cover. They've done homage covers of this one left and right. This is one of the biggest homage like sci-fi covers from the pre-code era. Flying Saucers number 1. Iconic. They've had this in different history books, you know, of sci-fi comics. This is a big one they use. But you can see where part of the buildings were blacked out. there. And then you have its Japanese cousin. And the inside is done in all Japanese. I can't fucking read Japanese, so I can't tell you what exact the date is. If someone can find out for me, I would be grateful. But I know this much. It's a rare motherfucker. I believe just based upon the paper, it's around the same era. It's within 5 years of those. Probably sooner. Probably with a few years of it. But yeah, you got those are Avon Publications, 1952. Pretty badass, hey guys? I mean, someone's got to think that's badass. This is rare. Okay, so for you guys who go, it's not a superhero, but Ziff Davis, Z-I-F-F Davis, Ziff Davis books are rare. It wouldn't matter if it was fucking, Phil the fucking clown punching machine. It's a fucking, any of these Ziff Davis books are just absolutely jumping off the face of the earth fucking rare. Yes, saucer, get it? Because flying saucers. The giant who loved coffee, the flying saucer. Her ass is going for a spin. Tweedledum and Tweedledee, super duper special. Ziff Davis books right here, magazines or books, but the comics are just so fucking rare. You can look this one up. It's not an easy one. Like you may go on eBay right now and not find one. If you do find it, someone's offering, they're probably asking $500-$600 for it. I could be wrong, and there could be some cheap fuck right now asking $300 for one of these, but this one is a nice solid, probably 4 or 5, about a 4.5 copy. About a 4.5 range. Really gorgeous book. Well, you guys will buy it and get it slabbed. And honestly, most of these books deserve to be slabbed. Okay? Like this one behind me here, Cactus Science. Okay? Most of these books, I'm not a fan of slabbing every goddamn book. Okay? I'll give you an example. Okay? I got books sitting around that absolutely they're cheaper books, okay? I just like the covers, that's it, okay? Okay, God damn it. This book does not need to be fucking slabbed. This dumb book, I like the cover, it's crazy. It doesn't need to be slabbed. I like that one because you got Jesus over watching Tarantula Spider-Man fight, and I bought that off the stand back in the day. Actually, that same book. It doesn't need to be slabbed. I don't care if it's perfect. It doesn't need to be slabbed. There's nothing significant about it. This book here, I love the cover. Superman's turning into a fucking mermaid with Lorna, whatever her name is. The mermaid woman. And Lois Lane is getting pissed off on the fucking ocean, the beach there. Doesn't need to be slabbed. Every God-blessed book doesn't need to be fucking slabbed. I'm sure Susan agrees with me.
Absolutely.
I mean, goddamn. Hey. Cool cover. Doesn't need to be fucking slabbed. That doesn't need to be slabbed. It doesn't need to be slabbed, It just doesn't. Okay? I love Star Spangled War stories. It doesn't need to be fucking slabbed, goddammit. It doesn't. 13 going on 18. Doesn't need to be fucking slabbed. This is a crazy one. I gotta show you guys this. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Chris Hansen Dateline is about to pay Superman a visit for this going on. The boy says, I want you to prove that you're Superman. Said, Superman, my dying wish is to know your secret identity. And you say you're Clark Kent. It's a lie. He's about to prove it to him. He's a Superman. He's ripping his fucking shirt off. The boy's fucking face down, ass up. That's not good, okay? Not good, no point no. Like I say, I like some of the Lois Lane covers and Jimmy Olsen covers. Doesn't need to be graded. It's just okay. Here's a dumb one. Helen of Troy. It doesn't need to be fucking graded, okay? Doesn't need to be fucking graded, okay? Just end the story. Doesn't need to be fucking graded. Well, I agree. You know, Tower, you saw where I sold a Fantastic Four #1 probably about 8 months ago, right? And I think a few other guys like Dinger on here saw it. Okay, my friend Rick Ralston from Time Capsule Comics in Hopewell, Virginia bought it, okay? That book needed to be slabbed. First of all, it's just because a half a point can be the difference in $1,000 or more dollars. So yeah, that book needed to be graded, you know? This dumb Annie Oakley book doesn't need to be fucking graded. Just doesn't, you know? It just doesn't, you know? Fucking, you know? Doesn't need to be graded, you know? Mr. District Attorney. Cool cover. Alien on there. Doesn't need to be graded. You know? Does not need to be graded. She's got some good hooters on her. I like where DC for a while there was, instead of a Superman DC publication, it was a national romance group. It doesn't need to be graded. So that's my point. So I don't keep moving on here. But yeah, it doesn't need to be graded. Yeah, just to tell people all the time, I mean, they're hard-headed as fuck. And they're like, I'm getting everything graded. I mean, recently, my friend Rick Shea, over at Famous Faces and Funnies, got in a collection of graded books. And we're both like, why the fuck did someone get graded a Secret Wars #9 and a 5.5? Why did you send it to CGC? We were both like, what the fuck? You know? But there's somebody out there for it, I guess. But, you know, just, personally, yeah, it makes me sick to my stomach seeing so many goddamn New Mutants 98 books graded. God damn. I'll tell you right now, I can get more money for a raw New Mutants 98. Unless it comes back a 9.6 or a 9.8. I'll even say 9.4. 9.4, 9.6, 9.8. If I don't think it's going to come back a 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, I'm not submitting it. I can get more for it raw. You know what's rare? Raw New Mutants 98. You know what's really rare? Raw ASM 300. God damn. You know? Shit, Hulk 181's raw or rare. Because everybody's graded the motherfuckers. And they're not rare books. These are rare books. What I'm showing you right here are hard to find books. This here is Captain Science #2. This one's probably somewhere in the 3.5 range. It needs some cleaning. Okay? That looks surface, actually. You could probably get that cleaned easily. It's somewhere in the 3.5 range. Complete, intact book. I love the dark colors, the yellow and black looking UFOs that are zigzagging in. You got the Good Girl headlights cover. You got robots in here too. And CGC, Overstreet and CGC recognize that as a robot cover. I like this one. Captain Science conquers the Catman of Phoebus. Space pirates attack from the moon. It's a pretty badass cover there. I don't want to sell these books. Well, yeah, exactly. The CGC scandals. You had fucking snotboy fucking Jason Wallace in the fucking whole goddamn acetate debacle. Here's the thing people I don't hear talk about. With that whole thing, you know what? Jason Wallace doesn't really bother me, okay? Okay? He would have to pay a fucking toll fee to walk on the same sidewalk as me. I promise you that, okay? I'd take his fucking lunch money, all right? And make him fucking apologize for it. But that's another story. Yeah, want some of this motherfucker? Anyways, here's the thing, though. Yeah, really. That would be like one fucking slap knockout. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, I don't even consider him as much the culprit. Is that you had Wallace and you had freaking that damn artist that stole his wife there, fucking Clayton Crane. And those, Clayton Crane, both the Wallaces used their influence to CGC to get them to accept those acetate covers and throw 9.8s and 9.9s on them. And CGC already knew that those acetate covers were not indigenous to the original publishing. They knew it. That's an Alex Schomburg cover. That's an Alex Schomburg cover. Yes, sir. But they knew it. They fucking knew it. So I blame CGC. I don't blame Wallace. I don't blame Clayton Crane or Wallace's ex-wife. I blame freaking CGC. Okay? Ultimately, they had to sign off and say, yes, these are legit. And what people really don't talk about is that they had somebody turning a blind eye. Just like the whole fucking thing with the Mark Jewelers inserts. You're telling me bullshit. It's just time and time again. And eventually I believe the CGC is going to fall. I believe they will fall. I think, there's going to be enough fucking scandals and shit. And before it's over with people going to jail, that there are a few grading companies that are getting ready to be unveiled. And I've been talking to the owner of one of them. I'm keeping hush right now, but I do believe that they have the best interest of the hobby. I think that it would be to the hobby's best interest to have some new grading companies come up to help, one, take bring some legitimacy and trust back to the hobby, and two, to help give more options to the collectors out here, people submitting more options. Yeah. Well, we need something to standardize. I'm not crazy about AI, but AI has its own faults too, though. Yeah, this is a Schomburg cover. This is Startling Stories, and somebody decided to take it upon themselves and put 1948 Tigra of Dark Africa up here. Okay, it is, and someone put their initial right there. Personally, and yes, it does take away from the grade, but I think it adds to the character of it. Somebody liked this book so much they personalized it. Lance Lewis, Space Detective. I like where in what was this? This is issue number 50, March 1948. I like where these guys right here would have been, this whole spaceship would have imploded from the fucking vacuum of space here. Like, all these aliens would have become fucking mush. This bitch fucking would have been pussy juice in space evaporated. And this fucking cunt right here, this cuck right here flying over here, little starbolt on his fucking outfit. He also would have been mincemeat. First of all, you ain't gonna be able to breathe out there, Buck Rogers motherfucker. Buck Rogers wannabe motherfucker. Look, you got Saturn here. There's Saturn. You're far from Earth, motherfucker. But yeah, look at that. High heels, perfectly. She leaps right out. She's like, fuck you guys, I'm gone. I'm not sure if she escaped. He's shocked. He's like, God damn it, we were gonna hit that pussy. Oh yeah, they're not happy. He's mad. I'd be mad too, because I'd have tapped that. You bring her to life in real life, I'd have tapped that shit. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to get some fucking fresh fucking pussy there. They're going to give her some green fucking tentacle dick or something. But yeah, that's Startling Comics number 50. Sick cover. Very tough series there, Startling Comics. In any grade, okay? In any grade, this is easily probably a $500 book. People go, oh no, I'm not gonna start. Don't expect me to be like starting every book at fucking what I think the full market is. That's how you get crickets and people aren't bidding. Okay, I'm not that guy. I hate those shows where someone's like, I'm gonna get full price. I'm gonna be starting books to sell because I'm here to sell. Okay, I did not disrupt my collection just to fucking go. Let me fucking only sell a couple of books. I plan on selling every one of these. This is one I don't want to sell, but I am. Again, I'll reiterate that I'm selling these books to raise money to go to my daughter's 18th birthday and high school graduation. She has a high school graduation this coming month in May. And her birthday, she turns 18 and graduates high school in the same week. This is a beautiful fucking copy. It's got like I guess you would call it like a subscription crease, or someone had it down the center. A lot of this is pressable defects, I think. You're not going to get rid of all the creasing, but you definitely would improve this one a lot. This one definitely needs a press and a clean, but it's a beautiful book. The colors in here are vibrant. This is a tough one. I don't think there's a copy for sale on eBay right now. This is volume 7, number 10, January 1948, Shadow Comics. Shadow Comics, volume 7, number 10. Yeah, she did die and ditch those aliens. Yeah, this is a beautiful one. Look at the spine. Yeah, and that last one was a Schomburg cover. The Shadow solves the riddle of the flying saucers. So yes, I collected flying saucer covers, and I still do. I'm going to end up getting all these back. Look, I'll get them back. What I can't get back is being there for my daughter when she graduates high school or her 18th birthday. Am I wrong, Susan?
Oh, no.
And I'm not Father of the Year. I'll tell you that right now. I might even be a lousy father, but I'm a loving father. I love my daughter. And like I said, if that weren't the
You're a
case,
good dad.
if that weren't the case, I wouldn't be traveling like almost 1,400 miles, going out of my way, and doing this kind of stuff. So no regrets for this at all. No regrets for this at all. No. Like smashing through that motherfucking UFO. This here is a bitchin' book. So this book is rare on every account. I'm not going to open it tonight. I would open it during my show. My auction will be on YouTube Live this Thursday. This is this is a major key. Hold on a second. Are you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm good.
You need to talk to me if you're all right. You're going to be all right.
Yeah, okay.
So I got Flash Comics number 24, 1941. This is the first appearance of Hawkgirl. Hawkgirl, she becomes Hawkgirl in here. Like clearly, it's the first time she dons her Hawkgirl outfit. Look at this dude. He's knocking that fucking green alien Spider-Man's fucking dick straight. He's like Dracula and a fucking spider and an alien all in one. And he is not having a good hair day. I mean, Flash. At some point, someone scribbled on his face. Doesn't really distract, though, when you're looking at it from here, sitting on your wall. Let's go USA. Keep them flying. This book was published December 1941. So this probably happened not long after Pearl Harbor or something, because they say let's go USA. Let's keep them flying. This was right as the war broke out, World War II. In this issue, The Flash and the Spider-Man of Mars. It's a gorgeous Flash book. So, maybe this is the first appearance of the Spider-Verse. You got more than one Spider-Man. The Spider-Men of Mars. So, maybe this is the precursor to Spider-Man in the DC universe. See, that could be the Spider-Verse, Spider-Men of Mars, plural. But I love it. So why did I have it? For one, you had a Martian. You had a Martian guy here. It was those Spider-Men of Mars. And you have a spaceship back here. Disc-shaped volcanoes. And you got... Looks like that would be Earth over here or one of Mars moons or something. And to show you... So I call what this is a super platinum age. You have, so platinum age runs from, runs up to 1938. After 1938, it goes to being the golden age. From 38 to 56 is the golden age. Okay, so these are at this point, these books were the same size as platinum age books. So that's how close to the platinum age this book is. Okay, it's just within a few years of the platinum age. This is a golden age book right here, Atom Age Combat. And it's dwarfed in size by the fucking, by this Flash. It's, the Flash book is much bigger by a line slide. So I had to use a magazine bag and board to put this in. Thank you. Yeah, it's a gorgeous book. And I believe this one here is probably... I believe this is probably like a... I believe it's probably like a 4.5 grade. Somewhere in that range, like a 4 or 5 grade. But so there's several things that make this book a key. One, it's Hawkgirl's first appearance. Number two, it's got a full page ad. This has got a full page ad for All-Star Comics 8, Wonder Woman's first appearance. In the back, the last page is a full page ad for All-Star Comics 8. Really badass. And then there's a half page ad. It's got two, like on the top of the page, it's got, this is, All-Star 8's a full page ad. It's a full page ad in the very back of this book. It's the last page in the book, I think. But I think somewhere toward the middle of the book or something is it's got an ad at the top of it for Flash Comics number 2. No, not Flash Comics. All Flash. It's got an ad for All Flash number 2. All Flash, not Flash Comics, but All Flash 2. And then on the bottom half is a half page ad for Green Lantern 1. So there's a half page ad for Green Lantern 1, Flash Comics 2, and there's a full page ad for All-Star Comics 8 for its Wonder Woman appearance. And this is Hawkgirl's first appearance. Very first appearance of his bitch Hawkgirl. So yeah, very rare book. Good luck finding it. God damn, man. I do not want to sell that book. I'm telling you that right now. This was the takeaway. Here it goes. See, I have my cues right on the back of these bags here. Hawkgirl, first appearance. All-Star 8 full page ad, half page ad for Green Lantern 1. On the same page, half page ad for Green Lantern 1 is a Flash Comics. All Flash Comics number 2 ad. Pretty cool. Yeah, one more look at that. I'm going to miss that fucking book. I did not want to sell that. Woo! But it's going for a good cause. I'll take my daughter over that book any day of the damn week. And this is another tough book. Many of your sci-fi, like your books covering sci-fi comics, like sci-fi pop culture history, feature this book, Atom Age Combat. First of all, it's Atom Age Combat. And this is a really nice example. You can see the staples tight to the cover. Tight to the cover down here. Look at St. John's Publications. St. John's says trademark St. John's. Not St. John's Wort. What does it say here? In this issue, the deadly crawler Space diver. Space diver? God damn it. That's this deadly crawler space diver. It looks like it's gonna fucking give that fucking that fucking space diver like that fucking a grasshopper looking thing a fucking French kiss. Look at him. He's about to fucking tongue his ass or something. It looks like space divers trying to get away. Like, man, I don't swing your way. I don't. Nah, dude. I ain't your speed. Nah, man, you're not my speed, homie. Again, let's address that this motherfucker right here would be dead midair fighting the alien. They both be fucked. The turbulence alone would fuck their shit up. Well, first of all, the vacuum alone would fuck their shit up, but stranger than fiction, Atom Age Combat, 10 cents for all this action. Atom Age Combat number 5. Spine-tingling exploits of Buck Vinson. I like how they fucking did so many rips on Buck Rogers. So Buck Vinson, let's steal it, just a little bit. In the War of the Wars. Oh, God. Like War of the Worlds. They are so fucking like copycatting War of Wars, like War of the Worlds. Buck Vinson, Buck Rogers. But it's an iconic cover, though. It's a tough one to find. I spent a lot of time trying to get one of these in nice shape. This one comes to you probably in a nice solid 5.5 grade. Yeah, 1953 Ant-Man. You're looking these up. Yeah, I believe he has a... Yeah, let me see. Yep, 1953. In fact, it's April 1953. This is actually April 1953. So this is exactly fucking 70 years old. This book turned 70 years old, like this month.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Atom Age Combat and fucking 1953 Ant-Man. And a belated whistle for you two, since we're at the very end of April. Yeah, so it was for 1953. So yeah, pretty badass book. And then I have this one here. I like this one. Strange Journey. America's Best Comics. Meet the challenge of a visitor from a hole in the sky. Oh, they were really thinking hard here. A hole in the sky.
Not a hole in the sky.
How about a hole in the ass? Also, the beautiful and the dumb. That's what it says. Also in this book, the beautiful and the dumb.
What?
Right here. Yeah, you wouldn't get away with that nowadays. You might hurt someone's feelings. Tower. There's not enough coloring books, crayons for all the fucking protesters at fucking Harvard, Princeton, and Yale right now for this one. They would be so upset. The beautiful and the dumb. You know what? That is today's youth. This is all the college students of the day, the beautiful and the dumb. Except they're not very beautiful nowadays. Just the dumb. How about just the dumb and dumber? I know, I'm mean. I'm a mean fucking Gen X guy. Oh well. I was raised by fucking World War I grandparents that were born World War I era. Fucking they brainwashed me to have values. You know, like reading, writing, arithmetic, you know. Maybe not beating the shit out of my elders. You know, maybe not jumping and maybe not some fucking 21-year-old fucking wannabe thug jumping a fucking 90-year-old woman, beating the fuck out of her on the street for no good reason, and then saying thug life. Like, if you're beating up on a 90-year-old woman or a 90-year-old man, you're not thug life. You're pussy life, okay? You're not even a pussy. I wouldn't even insult you're fucking a low life. And definitely fucking not a badass. But yeah, anyways, this is a cool cover though.
An unfortunate creature of nondescript.
Yeah, an unfortunate creature of nondescript. But yeah, that's a cool cover here. I'm taking my time on these, showing them off. I mean, you know, I don't want anybody to go, I didn't know you didn't have that big. I just had some asshole go, oh, I fell asleep. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm alive right now, you know? This one is rare. Hold on a minute. Oh, we're getting into Marvel here now. All you guys are gonna start masturbating this shit. Oh my god. All you Marvel cucks. You fucking satanic mouse worshippers. They worship the satanic mouse. The satanic mouse kingdom. I call Mickey Mouse the satanic mouse.
What the hell?
He is a satanic mouse. Rowan and I both call him the satanic mouse.
It's true.
And there you go. You got the fucking USA and the license, the fucking number on the fucking Jeep. They're getting the details. They even gave fucking, fucking serial numbers to the fucking Jeeps and shit. I like how the cowboy here is riding in alongside the fucking. He's riding in on the fucking Willie Jeep. No, no, there's this huge blast. Not to mention that the fucking impact of that blast, that Jeep would be knocked fucking clear over, right? And this dickhead would not be standing up straight. First of all, if they're on that terrain, if they're on rugged terrain, which that looks to be rugged terrain, this asshole here, fucking John Wayne, would not be standing the fuck up, okay? And he'd be on his fucking redneck ass, okay? And that's a really huge UFO. I don't think I'm standing up straight. And that little tree's fucked. And like, where are these guys taking cover? Where the fuck are these guys taking? What's up there, Darth Barrett? Where are these guys taking cover? Anything you missed, you can roll back and see. If I say anything on the whole feed is too brutal, then, oh well. From the bottom of my heart, from a nicer guy, couldn't happen. So this is a rare book, though. It's called Space Western Comics. They went from the space theme trying to add in Western. So it was like during the early 70s they were trying to mix romance and horror together. This was like a last ditch effort trying to put Western and space together. It was short lived. It only lasted for like what did I say? It only lasted for several issues. The Space Western comics by Charlton, early Charlton. Yeah, it's issue 41. The numbering continues from the original line. I forget the exact name of what it was before this, but Space Western. But yeah, pretty badass. There's a Nazi cover also for Space Western comics. They said they had Space Western with Nazi theme too. Pretty wild though. Boom. And I'm going to have more than these. This is what I'm showing you now. That's a rare book, though. Especially this grade. That's probably a solid, shit, that's probably about a 6.0 maybe. It's a fucking nice one. Especially if you pressed it. Tales of Suspense. Number 3. Yes, the Tales of Suspense. Like Tales of Suspense that Iron Man, makes his first appearance. That's the same line. This is a fucking an Atlas comic. I like where these guys. I'm using my dad's handmade tool nail to show people. Yes, my dad made that. That's another story.
Is that not the best?
It is the best. I'll explain that one in a minute. But I like where these motherfuckers have come from a fucking far off fucking universe. And they're so fucking redneck that they're coming down in fucking little fucking like flimsy fucking ladders, like rope ladders in the fucking spaceship. Okay? It's Mr. Squid Arms here. Mr. Squid Arms here. If you're gonna come here from Alpha Centauri or the next solar system, and you're gonna be using like teleporting or fucking whatever, you fucking speed of light shit, then I don't think you're gonna be coming out the hole of a flying saucer of a fucking ladder. Okay? I'm just telling you. Sort of like here with Marvel Tales. A ladder and the fucking arm goddamn, it's disproportionate. And I feel sorry for Emily. She's fucked. She is fucked. That thing's gonna go balls deep, and her penis is bigger than her. And they're gonna be stuffed like a fuck packed like sardines in that motherfucker. Oh god, they're holding a message for fucking review. Pre-tentacle porn. Yeah, I want to show it. Show it. Oh god. Anyways, yeah. Hold your breath. Here they come from where? The aliens who captured Earth. They're so fucking bad. We couldn't beat some motherfuckers that are coming out of a goddamn like a rope fucking step ladder, okay? First of all, guess what? All we need some fucking really good fucking aim rednecks to shoot these motherfuckers as they're coming down the ladder. You know that, Susan?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously. All we need to do is just have some fucking good old boys just sitting off to the side picking them off as they're coming down the ladder. I mean, what did all these people do? We just wait for them to show up and go, we're going to wait for them to come down one by one, and then they'll declare they're taking over Earth. I mean, really? I don't think so. Yeah, this is Tales of Suspense. It's a 10-center.
Got one, Billy.
Not one, but that's how it would be. I'd already picked this motherfucker off. I'd have shot him. I'd have had lead going up his ass and through his skull.
Hey, you think you'll be any good on the barbecue?
And this motherfucker's holding some fucking, like, little pathetic looking pistol over here. Fucking, even back then, we had shit to fuck that up. So, I'm not sure with all these one-eyed tentacle motherfuckers. Yeah, pre-tentacle issue. I like that tower. Pre-tentacle. And held your comment for review. Yes, I want to show it. Good grief. Yeah, pretty badass. Marvel Tales, one of my favorite fucking covers. Tales to capture your imagination. Oh, this is a funny one here. Look at this shit. So there's all these white people, right? You know where we're going to go here, right? First of all, this is 1950s, okay? So this is before things were totally civil and equal. But I just like where fucking I like where you have this crowd here of all these nuclear white people and cops and stuff, right? And there's a little white boy walking. And then they got a brother right here looking right toward everybody. And he's like, what the fuck are they thinking? And he is. It's like, what the fuck? Everybody else is facing this way. Right? And even this guy, he's facing out that way. Now this guy's turned around to the readers. He's facing us. He's like, what the fuck were these fools thinking? I'm out of here. I'm going to go to 7-Eleven and get me a fucking big bite and a big gulp. Fucking, and you got this dumb kid that's running toward the fucking space alien with the football helmet on. Wearing his goddamn booty suit, fucking football helmets on, or a little fish tank head dude. The little kid's running the fish tank head dude. First of all, I got news for you. If you're this badass, and you're coming from fucking light years fucking away, you do not need to wear fish tanks on your fucking head. Okay? And first of all, also, Susan, if these fucking motherfuckers are so bad, don't you fucking think that we would easily, if they're wearing glass fucking tanks on their head, all we need to do is get John Boy and Billy to fucking take their goddamn, hell, get a Daisy fucking Red Rider out and pop a hole in them. They're done. They're done. Fish tank heads are done.
Yeah.
They're done.
Sandy, I need water.
That's like in the movie Signs, where fucking they took out the aliens with fucking glasses of water and a baseball bat. One of my favorite movies. I still love that fucking ending, though. It's a great ending. I like it when he says, swing away, Merle. Merle, swing away. And he goes to that fucking bat, and he fucking nails that he knocks that alien's dick straight. Alien goes tumbling over, and a glass of water falls off the fucking mantle where the little crazy girl. You remind me of the little girl in the movie, Susan. Oh no, you're the little fucking blonde-headed girl, the creepy little white girl in fucking Signs. You're her.
Okay.
You are. You even scream like her when you're scared. Like, ah.
Man, all I'm doing is making a sandwich and you're there picking on me.
And a little child. And this little child running. And you got brother here, like looking at these like these crazy guys, crazy white people here.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh no, it is, man. That's exactly what this shit is. He's like, I am not going in that spaceship. You got a little kid running toward there. Yep. Marvel Tales number 134. Very iconic cover. Love that one with the red spaceship and all. The blue and the yellow.
I mean, it
Really
was
pop.
the white people in the Twilight Zone climbing onto that ship before she was like, it's a recipe book.
Yes.
They were so eager.
Yes. The lizards eat us. You know, I have the whole comic series for V. Again, I'm not even bothering trying to sell the fucking set of V books because I could probably sell the whole set. I probably couldn't get $10 for. I just like it. So my dad was a construction worker, and in his downtime, he made tools. He got innovative, guys. I can't put you that. My dad actually made that. My dad was a West Virginia hillbilly. I say that lovingly. But my dad piecemealed this motherfucker together. This is some hillbilly fucking trench art. I call it hillbilly trench art. And well used. If he put it together, he used this motherfucker. It is a flathead screwdriver that he has engineered or engineered. Freaking Susan and I picked up a sub called the Engineer from fucking Firehouse Subs. And I swear to God, Susan, am I right? They fucking spelled it. How did they spell it on the package? Like how?
It was ENIGINEER.
And how was it pronounced?
It was like Enigneer. It's funny.
Enigneer. They called the Engineer sub the Enigneer. Yeah, the VTV show was actually good. That came out when you and I were kids there, brother. I remember that shit. That was a freaky show. I remember that show freaking me out when I was younger. Especially when they're like ripping the skin off their face and they're actually a lizard fucking skin underneath them and shit. Yeah, but my dad made that motherfucker. I'll never sell it. That's my dad's, you know. I got a bunch of shit like that. He handmade around. Did he fucking use different things put together? Yeah, you can call it folk art or fucking call it hillbilly fucking trench art. Yeah, but my dad fucking made that. Dinger's a fucking hillbilly. Dinger's fucking from southeast Ohio. He's just across the Ohio River from West Virginia, so he makes hillbilly pizza and shit. Dinger, you know I like you. You know I like you. But I'm not sexually attracted to you. That's the difference. I am not sexually attracted to you. So, what the significance of this book? Yes, this is a major key. Major key? A keyhole? No, it's a major key. Why is it a major key? Does anybody know why Astonishing number 51 by Atlas, Marvel Atlas? Do you know why this is significant? I flew in a flying saucer. That's not why it's significant. But you can see the silhouette of a flying saucer around here. You can see that this fucking fucker with a dew claw on the back is coming the fuck out of there. And again, these guys are so high tech that they're having to use fucking little rope stepladder to get down. Okay? I'm sorry. Again, John Boy and Billy are fucking going to be taking this motherfucker out as he's fucking struggling to come down the fucking stepladder. Does anybody know why that's significant? Because it's significant. It's very significant. I'll tell you why. Since everybody's taking an hour to tell me this, and someone hit the like button. I got 0 likes in this goddamn video. Good Lord, man. Like the fucking video. One person liked the fucking video. Anyway, this is the very first prototype appearance of the X-Men. So this is the prototype in here of the X-Men. Hello, where's my Zippo lighter? That's what I'm talking about, right? Hey, Tower's addressing the obvious here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the rope ladder? I'm getting my Zippo ladder out. What are these? Look, this fool right here. Yo, hey, homeboy. Zippo. This guy right here. All these guys. Zippo. Hey, bitch with the fucking headlights. Zippo. Right here. But light it. Back then, all these motherfuckers smoked cigarettes or fucking pipes, you know? Do it. Light the goddamn thing on fire. This motherfucker right here, the Jolly Green Giant with the Dew Claw, he will not be happy, I promise. They'll leave. Because that fire, put a little bit of lighter fluid on here and get the Zippo, that son of a bitch is going to go right up there and fucking set their asses on fire, balls deep. So this is the prototype X-Men. So in here is the appearance of the prototype X-Men. The Forerunners, and it is in Overstreet as that. So in Astonishing Atlas Comics, Astonishing number 51 is the prototype X-Men appearance. And this here is Strange Worlds number 1. Another Atlas Marvel book here. This is a last warning, Earthlings. Don't come any closer. You mustn't discover the real secret behind the flying saucers. This shit's like fucking Red Lobster, man. I'll fucking goddamn boil this motherfucker. They don't know me. I'll boil that motherfucker in a pot. Tales of the Strangest Worlds of All. I like how everybody's fucking like standing right in front of it. Like they're hiding from it behind some like small rocks compared to this giant fucking robot crab. I discovered the secret of the flying saucers. So yeah, anyways, we're getting to the spot in this stack. Another Atlas Marvel. Strange Tales of the Unusual. And this has been in a lot of different books like Shown and stuff. Strange Tales of the Unusual by Atlas. Classic abduction cover. Flying saucer prominently looks like kind of like New York City-ish looking. And then boom. Dude is fucking flying, fucking free balling. He's free balling through the sky. Looks like the Fonz a little bit. Looks like Arthur Fonzarelli a little bit. What was at the end of the long wait? Him losing his virginity finally. They beamed him up and alien raped his ass. And then you have this one. Journey into Unknown Worlds. Number 45. Journey of No Return. The World Beneath the Sea. And this one, again, a fucking ladder. Really? I think not. Night Visitor. And just to show you where they reuse covers and stuff, I'll show you something. Do you guys remember this? I'm going to show you right now. They used a different person inside the vehicle, okay? But it's clearly the same. See the rope and ladder and the dude running here? Right? Pretty much the same scene. And it's a silhouette of the same dude running there. Like, dude running here. It's like, same concept. Different guy in the. This one looks like Commissioner Gordon about to fucking bust a nut in his pants. But it's the same concept, except this motherfucker's spitting out a fucking joint. I don't give a fuck anybody says, okay? That's a fucking doobie. He was smoking a joint, going down the road, a truck driver, back in 1955, and he was enjoying his drive. But no, this dickhead had to fuck around with UFOs and aliens. What the fuck was he thinking? Going to be up for sale, guys. Don't cry and be like, I didn't know. I'm fucking letting everybody know that I've got Tales of Astonished 2 for sale. Journey to Mystery 25. I want my slabs. Okay, well, fucking go get you some steak or some ribs, okay? Fuck you. You know, I have other slabs here, and I'll probably will end up putting some other slabs up, but, you know, this is what I got right now. Marvel Tales 128. They'll usually say flying saucer cover. A lot of these will say it. Yep. That one says flying saucer cover. And I'm pretty sure this was going to say it too. No, this one doesn't. Of all of them that didn't say flying saucer cover, this one doesn't say it. And that's the best one in my opinion. But yeah, freaking, you know. And you know what? Tower, this award's recognized for you. And the winner is you. For being the perfect asshole. First place. Cheap Thrills postcard. Let's see the fucking date on this. 1983, Kurt Abram. 83, Brazen Images. 1991, Cheap Thrills. White Plains, New York. That figures fucking dirty goddamn New Yorkers. And the winner is you for being a perfect asshole. When do you need a Zippo lighter to burn that image out your face? Fucking, you never know. But yeah, freaking, we're going to be, we have some really nice books that I've shown here tonight, and I want to have some more. I just I'm deciding if somebody's looking for fucking, if somebody's out here and you're looking for Marilyn Monroe stuff, I got plenty of rare Marilyn Monroe stuff. I got some stuff that's pretty significant. I mean, you know, I'll tell you, I got hold on. Wait a minute. Amazing Stories, 1930, I think this one is. Yeah, I think that's Amazing Story. That's actually a nice condition too. I believe that's 1930. I'll have to look in a second. And yes, CGC grades these now, and they're smoking hot. Ever since CGC started grading these, everybody's like, oh my God, where have you been all my life? Now everybody's suddenly fucking Pulp Fiction fans. January 1930, so we were just after 1929 on that one. What's really cool is, look, it's fucking UFOs. And look at this, I see cactus out here. They're landing in a fucking desert. Hello, 17 years later, you have Roswell. Right? Someone actually said, oh, look at this. Someone dated it 4/10/30. So this must have been when they took it off the shelves or something, because this one's actually January 1930. Says it right there. And they put 4/10/30. So that's newsstand scribble. That's 1930 Platinum Age. Boom. So yes, I have plenty of shit. This is really cool. Was it Charisse Theron from Charlie's Angels? That is her. That is one of Charlie's Angels. Right here. That is her. And no, that's not common. And no, it's not some $10 buy it now. First of all, that's to me worth more than $10. But this has actually got value. It's these are this is 1972. It's first of all, it's high grade. It's really rare. I love the theme where she's leaning up on the fucking meter, the coin meter at the beach. Yeah, Charisse Theron, I think that's her name. Isn't that her name from Charlie's Angels, Charisse Theron or something like that? Something like that. Ugh, I'm not good with all the names. Is this one of Charlie's Angels? Maybe you could tell me, Tower, you'd know. Sunnyside Safe Tan Secrets, 25 money-making ideas. Love that grows. Super make it clues. Do-it-yourself ideas, all under $5. Meet the meter. It says meet the meter. Meet the meter maid. She's the meter maid. She can meter my maid. Goddamn. But like a brick shit house. She's wearing teen magazine trunks. Anyways, yeah. But that's one of Charlie's Angels. I have a lot of adult stuff. Like this isn't cheap. This one in here. Let me see what's the significance in this. Oh, Stephen King. You know, Stephen King was the managing editor for this magazine. Cavalier. This one's like somewhere in the 70s or so. She is in here, butt naked, and she is badass, actually. She got like silver hair, but she's young, but she's got silver hair. But yeah, she's in here, and she is built like a little brick shit house. But yeah, let me see. I don't see a date on the outside, but this one in here, it's like Stephen King is the manager. I can tell you right now, back then it cost $1 for that magazine. Today this would be probably like $10 for the magazine off the stand. It was $1 back then. So yeah. Right, but wouldn't she? She's not. Which one is that? That's one of Charlie's Angels, but it's Isn't Charisse Theron one of them though that came in? That's not Farrah Fawcett, of course. I know it's not Farrah Fawcett, but that's I think that's Charisse Theron. Something like that. I think that's her name. Theron. I'm not great with celebrity names and shit. I mess up shit all the time.
How dare you?
Asshole, shit comes out, shit don't come in. They fucking tried to check your comment. What the hell? What the hell? Young and loving teen. God knows. You couldn't get away with some of that shit now. But yeah, I have a lot of early pinup. A lot of early pinup. I got tons of pinup photos. That's an original Type 1 of Jane Mansfield. She died in a car accident. You know, she was actually beheaded in the car accident. Her head was decapitated off her shoulders.
Yeah.
Really sad, because she was smoking fucking hot. Yeah. Yeah, her head was taken clear off her fucking shoulders.
The celebrities, even now, but especially back then, They love to speed around in their sports cars.
Yeah, they found out. They fucked around and found out, didn't they?
Uh-huh. Quite a few of it.
It's a really cool arcade advertisement. This is for Bally. 4-player flipper. Champ. Convertible to add a ball. Miss Flipper. I will wrestle Miss Flipper. Look at her. She's even got a trophy cup. Because this was an ad for Bally. See other side for Feature Graham. There's a Bally arcade game called Champ. And Miss Flipper, she was the champ, I guess, with her little tiara on and them long legs. And I will bring this book out. For many reasons. I've had this around. It's not. Okay, well, who is it? I know it's one of Charlie's Angels, so it had to be one of them. Tell me. I'll have to find out. I'll research it. It's bothering me now. So, this Fantastic Four, that's not that special. I agree with you. It's not. It's not. This is a fucking lousy-ass character. Machismo? Yeah, okay. We'd rather have him fighting Hulk. I'll take her, though. Satana there. I think it's her name. She has got some headlights on her. It's a Rich Buckler cover. That's what's cool. That's Thunder. Excuse me. Thundra. I think that's Thundra. That's what that is. Thundra. Thundra. Anybody want to take notice here that her fucking fist is way too big for her body? And her arm is not proportionate at fucking all? But there's a reason why I have this book. It's a very high grade one. There's a reason I have this book. And I'm going to show you why I have this book. I'll have to research that one. You know what? I'll bring it back out in a second. I'm going to open it up because they usually will tell you who's on the cover on the inside. It didn't say on the cover. It'll tell me in a minute. I'll look it up. I'll open it up, Tower, because you got my curiosity fucking perked. This book is why some child, you can see the difference. Some fucking child said, you know what? I'm going to take my ingenuity to a whole new level. And they said, you know what I'm going to do? Fuck this fucking trade logo. That wasn't good enough, Marvel. You did a bad job. I'm going to fucking take and I'm going to draw on a piece of paper Thing's face. And I'm going to cut it out to contour like I'm going to have it. They drew out the circle. They even put in some yellow and some red. They colored it in. And then they taped it. And they removed the staple over here. Okay, so the child removed the staple so they could fit this in. Okay, I'm not good with all the celebrity stuff, so I'll find out in a second. I'm going to open the book up. I'm going to find the fuck out who it is. Because you got me now I'm really like trying to like wrap my brain on who the fuck it is. I'm bad with celebrities. It's not my stronghold. I fuck up the name of different foods and shit, much less fucking celebrities. But they fucking the child. This right here is the imagination of like an 8, 9, 10-year-old. They fucking put together. I'd love to find out who the child was that became like an adult now, if they're still alive. Who knows? Maybe they became an elected official. Maybe they became a drug addict, or maybe they became a firefighter. Who knows? Or a school teacher. Maybe Maybe it became a comic artist. Who knows? Maybe Todd McFarlane did this, you know, who knows? If it did, then that become more valuable. But they fucking actually fucking, you can see what they did. So, my friend, Joey Boyack at Comic Kings, decided to get this one graded. Because he is like, this so fucking funny that a child took it. It is awesome. They took their fucking mania to a whole new level. And I like where CGC tried to really fucking rationalize this. I mean, it says on here, let's see, let's start. They're explaining this shit because the child took the staple out so they could work this all in there and then put the staple back, actually. You see. It says on here, restoration. Restoration includes color touch. I guess they're talking about the touch here. Restoration includes color touch. Piece added with tape. Which is that? That's the piece added with tape. What a bunch of twits at CGC. Restoration. This isn't restoration. That's an imagination. That's a child's imagination. You know? Restoration includes color touch. Piece added with tape. Staple added after manufacturing. The child took the staple out and put another one in, but so they could fucking put together this ingenuity here. That's a fucking masterpiece, people, okay? It's a national fucking treasure. Piece added with tape. Staple added after manufacturing. Marvel value stamp missing from page 10. Boo. Does not affect story, guys. Incomplete book. First appearance of Machismo. Origin of Thundra. Letter from Richard Pini. He's the one that Pini's the one that did fucking ElfQuest, I think, isn't it? Isn't Pini ElfQuest? Yeah. That's really cool, actually. Him and his wife did ElfQuest. Actually, my friend knows them. But yeah, you got a 0.5, right? I mean, of course. No, that's not Cameron Diaz on the cover. I know that. It's one of Charlie's Angels, okay? I know that for a fact. We're going to find out in a minute, though, Tower. Isn't that cool, though? It is for sale. I ended up, okay, so I wanted this book bad. I wanted that book bad, right here. And my friend Joey at Comic Kings in Virginia Beach, this book originally came to him. He's the one that sent it in for grading. You know, because he thought it was just so fucking hilarious that a child had fucking, you know, taken their wonderment to such a level. You know, a child took their wonderment to such a degree that they said, you know, like on here, they're like, you know what, Marvel? You're not doing this good enough. Let me show you how it's done. And they inserted their own heart. They took the staple out so they could work on this. And they did their work. And once they finished their work, they put another staple in. But they fucking... for a child, they did a damn good job. But yeah, fucking a child's imagination, I call this one. A fucking child's love. That book, they fucking owned that. When this kid did this, he was balls deep in this book. He owned that fucking book. He fucking made that book his own. But I ended up in a deal. I ended up giving, you know, $200 for this book because he didn't want to sell it. Okay, so the store owner, Joey Boyack at Comic Kings, he's a good friend of mine. He was in my last show buying stuff. Joey didn't want to sell this book. It was on his wall as a I don't want to sell it book. And I said, come on, everybody's got a selling point, you know, how much? And finally, I said, $200. He said, you know, get that bitch off my wall. You know, but at that point in time, I was spending a lot of money, like thousands of dollars. Like I was buying inventory from him. I mean, I was spending some serious cash with him. So the $200 was like, oh, what the hell, why not? I mean, I was spending some serious dough. He's he at one point in time, I was who I was getting a lot of stuff from before I moved. Really missed that because Joey has some amazing books. If you're in Virginia Beach, try Comic Kings in Virginia Beach. He's also on Whatnot, Comic Kings. Comic Kings. They're in Virginia Beach. But yeah, I would take. Now, originally, that book wasn't with it. And that's like a fucking high grade motherfucker. I said, I'm going to have this one to go with it, you know. But yeah, it's a beautiful copy here. But yeah, I would take. I would take what I have in it, 200. And someone's like, you know, it's not worth. No, I don't give a fuck. It's what's fucking. It's a story. For me, that's 200 all day long. I mean, that's fucking badass. But I would take 200 for it. I mean, someone offered me right now, I'd take 200 for it. But it's, you know, I wouldn't take any less just because. Also, it came from my friend Joey's shop, so cool. You know, kudos. Just really cool. A really cool piece of comic history, in my opinion. I'm about to pull that fucking book out, Tower. I'm about to pull that book out. I'm about to take a look at that. We're both going to find out who the fuck this bitch is in the cover. We're going to find out who her ass is. Because it's fucking... Now it's burning my fucking curiosity up. Now I fucking want to know. I'm fucking like, who is this? So we're going to find out. I promise that. We won't. Before I fucking shut my fucking eyes... We're going to find out. That I guarantee. That I guarantee. That I guarantee. We're going to find out. We are going to find out. Let's play Who's That Bitch? We might find out. Now, the book is 1972. Whoever it is, there's one thing for certain. Both Tower and I would tag that. That's a bad bitch. And I know these teen magazines, just any of these are all valuable. They're low print run. And you got people who collect, I guess you would call like the sex culture type books. You know, these books, they collect these. There's a big universe of these guys that collect this shit. And yes, most of them are virgins. That's who I think it might be. I actually think it's Cheryl Ladd, but a young Cheryl Ladd. You know what? I think it is. I believe that's Cheryl Ladd. Hold on a minute. I think you nailed it, actually. You may have just inadvertently got the answer. I think it is Cheryl Ladd. She don't look right, but people will change, though. I actually think you nailed it. God, I just farted. Yeah, she is definitely bodacious. She passes the Tower test. I like that, the Tower test. We're going to find out. Let me find out. Let me look in here real quick to the Tower. I got to look this way. Hey, look at this ad. Tampax. These bitches are all bleeding on the boat. This book is definitely catering to young women, young girls and shit. Editors, hoorah. How about baby magic oil? Baby magic baby oil. I'm trying to get to the fucking, like, where they got the fucking table of contents or something. And they don't want to do it. They're fucking like stubborn as shit. They're like, we don't want to give a table of contents. I'm like, why don't you give a fucking table of goddamn contents? But they're not going to do it. The one thing that you probably need for any publication is a table of goddamn content. And these motherfuckers, I don't think, have it. No, wait a minute, it does. I found it. I found a table of fucking content here. Okay, so we're gonna find the fuck out. I was about to say. Oh, page 25. Page 25 right here. Who is Teens Meter Maid? Who is Teens Meter Maid? We're going to find out, Tyler. You and I are going to turn to page 25. Biatches. Turn to 25 so I can stay alive. Let's find out. We're going to find out who this fucking beautiful bitch is. Drum roll, someone. All right. Who is Teens Meter Maid by Lucy Bradley? Let's find out. I gotta look at it this way. Who would you guess Teen's beautiful blonde cover girl? Cheryl Stoppelmoor hailed from anywhere but Malibu, California. Her tanned good looks seem to shoot West Coast, would say so. Well, guess again, because 2 years ago, after high school graduation, Cheryl sang her way across the country to Hollywood. This is Cheryl Ladd. From the land of the Black Hills and the Sioux Indians, South Dakota. Cheryl didn't exactly walk into our offices here on Sunset Boulevard. As a matter of fact, our editors were searching frantically for our May cover girl, and flash, there she was, smiling from the TV screen, as big as life, on a commercial for Max Factor. We got the hotlines buzzing, and the next thing you know, Cheryl was in the office, and we were all on our way to Malibu. So this is Cheryl Ladd. That's actually Cheryl. That's Cheryl Ladd. She is the cover girl. That is Cheryl Ladd. Is she still alive? Cheryl Ladd? I can't go to, I can't use my phone right now because I'm actually using my phone. But, yeah. So that's who this is. This is the cover girl. It's Cheryl fucking Ladd. God, who's that fucking jellyfish with her? I'll kick him over. She's picking his ass up. A strong bitch. Yeah, that's Cheryl fucking Ladd. I can kind of see it. Yeah, that's Cheryl Ladd there. I'm gonna write that on the back of the bag. But yeah, that's for the people who just found out. That's Cheryl Ladd from fucking. Yeah, she was in Charlie's Angels, right? She would join them. Right, Stoppelmoor was her original name. So yeah, But that's who that is. That's Cheryl fucking Ladd. That's really cool. Yeah, I can't keep up with every fucking thing I have here. If somebody wanted that, I'd sell it for 50. You could claim that now if you want. I don't care if I sell it or I don't. It's rare. It's not easy to find. Get it signed. You buy it. Get her to sign that motherfucker. That'd be fucking. There you add your value. Get it signed. Send it to CGC and have them certify and grade the motherfucker. It's actually in really nice shape. It'll probably come out about an 8 grade. I'll let it go for 50. It's worth every bit of it. Like you might not even be able to find a copy for sale right now. I could be wrong. I mean, there could be some dickhead out there going, "I'll sell one for $5." But they're stupid if they do. Especially how significant that is, being that that's like pre-Charlie's Angels. That's like early. But yeah, I would let it go for 50. I think that's Young and Loving Teen, 1972. I need to find out because I could be underpricing it. She is advertising the fuck out of Teen Magazine. That's a t-shirt they've used to make a shorts on her. Or something. Yeah. I'd let that go. I'd let that go for 50. Shit. I'll tell you what, I'll do this $40 buys it now. I'd do 40. That's back when you could buy that for 50 cents. That's the lowest I'd go though. Because I like it on my wall. I like the beach. I like the meter. I like the maid. I'd go 40. I'd let it go out of here for $40. It's just too iconic. It just, if I get this slabbed, I'll probably get a couple $100 for that. And I ain't big into slabbing, but, I'll show you the difference though. When you slab something like this. I'll tell you what, sometimes though, slabbing, it does make a book look better. I'll give you an example. I'll show you something with a magazine. And yeah, all the Marilyn Monroe all the Playboy #1 reproductions have been sold. Like the Playboy #1 reprints with Marilyn Monroe on the cover, those all sold. They keep on holding your messages for review. Yeah, I'm still live. God knows why they keep flagging stuff. I'm gonna have to change the things. So this here, I bought out. Okay, the company that owns Esquire. This magazine was recalled. Brittany and her agents back in 2003 objected to this magazine cover for whatever reason. God knows it's great ass. And this is the Virgin cover. It's got the trade dress on here, but the ones that were on the newsstands that were pulled, they had ads. They had advertising on them. Okay, like they had ads on the front of the cover and like captions. And this one doesn't. It's much rarer than the ones. Yeah, I know, right? Stupid. Anyways, this one's a 9.4 Britney Spears, but it was recalled. So I ended up getting in touch with the fucking publisher when I heard these were recalled, and I bought out their entire stock. And at the time, this magazines were a lot more than that now, but at the time, these magazines were going for like 20, 25 a piece. So I fucking said, well, hell, I'll buy them all. So I asked Esquire, their publisher, how much will you sell every copy you have? They said, we have 250 copies left. And I bought all 250 Virgin copies without the ads on it, without the barcode or ads. I bought all of them, and I ended up selling them on eBay. Buy it now for $19.99 a piece. And I sold them all out within... This has been 20 years ago. I sold them all out within a few days. And this is the last one I have. That's the last one I have. And I got it graded. It came back a 9.4. But No, not your message didn't get, but yeah, but look at that. That would look good. That magazine would look good in that holder there. Boom. Wouldn't get this one would come back like an 8.0, I think. It would come back about an 8.0, give or take a half point, and come back at 8.0. But yeah. No, they flagged Darth Barrett. It's ridiculous. The flagging thing and the censorship. They're testing us, guys, because they want to control us. They want to see if they can control us. They want to see how far they can get with telling us what we can say, when we can say it, and how we can say it. It's the biggest. I'm with Elon Musk on this one. It's that, free speech. It's God. I mean, it can't be. It's got to be one of our most important rights, and it's being violated. I mean, what? I don't agree with everything Elon Musk says or does, but God damn it, he's right about that. I mean, who could disagree with freedom of speech? I mean, I've heard everybody from Bill O'Reilly to fucking Howard Stern, who those two couldn't be more different. Both those guys said, no, don't censor that person. Just because you don't agree with them, don't censor them. The first time, oh, you just called me an asshole. I don't think they call me an. It's stupid. There's goddamn music with fucking worse fucking content. I mean, you got music out here encouraging people to kill one another and rape one another and shit. The fuck? Ridiculous. It's just crazy. It's cray-cray. I like stuff like pinup. It's just absolutely. I like hot lady magazines, and I like pinup. I mean, who could not like this? Here you go, Collier's magazine, 5 cents a copy. Who's not liking that? I mean, seriously. You don't even have to be straight to like that. Fucking, well, I mean, first of all, there's a lot of women who like that for the for the art and the fashion. July 20th, 1940, 5 cents a copy. That was a nickel, not 10 cents. That's a nickel. That's a lot of content. That's a big magazine. It's like life size. For 5, it's about life size. That's gorgeous though. 1940. Look at the color in that. Ugh, magnified. God, they're warning me about your other stuff. I'd calm down some of your comments just to make sure you don't get banned from this shit. Brother, you're not bothering me a bit. I actually tried to get your comment put on here. Yeah, don't get yourself barred from from YouTube, but that's not me. I mean, you could cuss all you want. That doesn't bother me a bit. Even the way they signed it was a fucking work of art. Oh no, you're not bothering me. You're not bothering me a bit. You could cuss all you want. Just see, however that artist signed it, man, that was really cool. I love the old-fashioned magazines like this. Gorgeous ladies, just really cool. I like where they've got a fucking bikini top or something with clothespins hanging on to Collier's. And she's kind of doing the Marilyn Monroe thing where her dress is being blown up. How can you not like that? How can you not like that? That's just, I think you have to have like no taste not to like that. I'm probably making a mistake showing some of this because a lot of this stuff I don't want to sell, but I mean, right now I'm looking to make money, and so now's the time for me to sell some things. And maybe I've had some of these things too long, and it's time for somebody else to appreciate those things. So that's part of it. Looking at I'm looking for this one magazine I've got that's vintage. I can't seem to find it. See, like I collect photographs. Like that's a Type 1 photograph of these really smoking hot girls that are like cheerleaders, but they're done cowgirl style. That came from that was a photo out of a newspaper archive, like a Type 1. So they're fucking hot as fuck. The women from back then. They knew how to do it. And I've got some not so flattering photos. You want something fucking creepy? I'll show you something creepy. In a minute. I can get to it. But this is not creepy. This is smoking hot. That is Jane. That's a Type 1 original Jane Mansfield. Gentlemen prefer blondes, Jane Mansfield. And that's a Type 1 original photo of her. And that is a Type 1 prison photo of Charles Manson. That is a real prison photo of Charles freaking Manson. No shit. That's a real prison photo of Charles Manson. And this is a civil rights photo. It's actually of Brooklyn police officers handcuffing a black gentleman. They have taken the protester, got him slammed on the hood. You can tell the dude's getting his jollies cuffing him. And this other guy's over there working him over. And you can see his partner has had his eye busted and he's taped up. And they're doing these arrests. These are real Type 1s, like originals off the negatives. That's an original Type 1 of Roger Staubach playing at somewhere in circa like the late 70s, playing for the Cowboys, quarterback, Hall of Famer. This is part of the Cowboys' first championship teams. This is a very graphic photo of Chinese soldiers burying the dead Japanese. So the Chinese are burying dead Japanese soldiers. Those are actually dead bodies there. Those are real fucking dead bodies there. That's a Type 1 photo from World War II of the Chinese burying the Japanese. Pretty crazy. Just pretty wild the photos that people would take. That's Herschel Walker and Bob Hope. Heisman Trophy winner, NFL All-Pro, and MMA fighter. He did MMA fighting for a while. And he was an Olympic bobsledder. I'll get back to the comments in a second. Yeah, but that is a real Type 1 of Charles Manson. That's an actual prison photo of him. And it comes with the COA from the top photography auction hall in the world. Tells you all about it right there. That's for sale. I would take 100 even on that one. That's a real Type 1 off the original negative from back then. Circa 1970. Rare 1970 vintage photograph of disturbing hippie cult leader Charles Manson, who at the time was on trial for the murders of 7 people, among them actress Sharon Tate. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy motherfucker. Did he die? Is he dead yet?
Yeah.
He did die? Okay. Well, good. Good riddance. Here's a smoking hot goddess, Ruth Roman. She was a bad bitch. She's holding a fencing sword here. Look at them bullet bra on that bitch. That's a Type 1. These are some unknown pinup models. I don't know who they are, but they are smoking. That's Type 1 stuff. And that's one of the same women from the previous photo I just showed you. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to show. That's the beginning, tip of the iceberg stuff. But I like to throw back women like this. I like that kind of stuff. That's my speed. If I could go back in time, that would be my speed here. This is a pinup calendar piece here. The title's Navy Waves, but it's that's a Vargas art piece. Yeah, see you Thursday, man. Yeah, this is Vargas is one of the most well-known Varga. Varga is a Varga. Varga is one of the, he is like one or number two pinup artists of all time. Like the original artwork of this is probably six figures. But that's like, so it's called Navy Waves. I'm going to join the Navy Waves and help the war to halt, and also show my Navy bow that I am worth my salt. But yeah, oh god, she's smoking hot too. And the book says Navy Waves. Yeah, she is built like a brick shit house. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Like I said, that Collier's there's a 5-cent copy, July 20th, 1940. Colors on that thing is just smoking. But I've got stuff like Marilyn Monroe. These are some original pinup stuff. A lot of these are Russians. Like that Playboy's a Russian Playboy. A lot of this is French stuff. Or German. But I got a lot more stuff, guys. You know. But I'm going to hop off of here. I've done enough with the show and tell times. And yes, that's Cheryl Ladd. I'm going to write that right now before I fucking forget and then it slips my mind again. All right, guys. Appreciate you, and thank you for coming, and U.S. Air Force salute, and God bless America, and come in this this Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Yeah, I might be a few minutes late. If that bothers you, oh well. But yeah, God bless America. Salute to all my military veterans and current military, and love you all. Out.